Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to the Health and Building Committee meeting. Our usual chairman, Deputy Mayor Jim Hickey, is an apology tonight. So could we have a mover for Dave Gallagher to be the chairman tonight? Moved Councillor Turley, seconded Councillor Alan Chandler. All those in favour? Declare it carried. Dave, there you go, mate.
Okie doke. Okay, I'd like to welcome everyone to the August meeting of the Health and Building Committee. Standing committees are part of the Council's meeting practices and procedures in order for the committees to consider reports prepared by the Council officers and make recommendations regarding these monthly items for the Council meeting. The delegates of the Health and Committee are Mayor Kennedy, Deputy Mayor Hickey, Councillor Chandler, Councillor Jewett, Councillor Gallagher and Councillor Turley. All councillors undertook an oath of office or information at the beginning of the council term and declared that undertake the duties of the office of a councillor in the best interest of the people of Broken Hill local government area and the city of Broken Hill. And they will faithfully and impartially carry out their functions of powers, authorities and discretions vested in them under the Local Government Act 1993 or any other act to the best of their ability and judgment. Ladies and gentlemen, the committee meeting is being live streamed via YouTube and the recording is published online via the council's website. For those present at the meeting today by attending in this public meeting, you're consenting to your image, voice and comments being recorded and published. The chairman or the general manager have the authority to pause the live stream if the comments or debate are considered defamatory or otherwise inappropriate for publishing. Participants are advised that they may be subject to legal action if they engage in lawful behaviour or commentary. We've already had in relation to the Deputy Mayor Hickey is not here today. We've already had the apologies. Can someone move the apologies be accepted? Moved by Councillor Chandler, seconded by Councillor Turley. All those in favour, carried. We have no leave of absence applications. I'll call upon Councillor Jewett to say the prayer, to deliver the prayer.
Thank you, Councillor Gallagher. Almighty God, we ask you to invoke your blessing upon this council, direct and prosper our deliberations to the advancement and true welfare of the people of the council area, our state and Australia. Amen.
I'd like to acknowledge the traditional owners upon the land upon which we meet and pay respect to those elders past, present and emerging. I'd like now to call upon Councillor Chandler to deliver the mining history. Acknowledge.
We take time to reflect, remember and honour the over 800 miners that lost their lives and those that were crippled or maimed on the line of load. We thank the brave miners and their wives who were part of the 1920 strike that lasted over 500 days and delivered a 35-hour working week. Mining is our past and future.
Thank you, Councillor Chandler. Can I have the confirmation of the minutes of last meeting? The minutes for the Health and Building Committee held the 9th of July 2022. Can I have a mover?
I'll move that way.
It's moved by Councillor Jewett. Can I have a seconder? Seconded by Councillor Chandler. Any questions? All those for the minutes? That's Councillor Mayor Kennedy, Councillor Chandler, Councillor Jewett and Councillor Turley. So voting for the minutes of the last meeting. And then Councillor Gallagher. Passed unanimously. Can I have any disclosures of interest for this meeting in particular? There's no disclosures of interest. Yes, No problem. Yep, as you said, your miles will be sure, as we all say, when in doubt, leave the room. So it's no problems with no disclosure of interest. It's okay. I'll move straight on to reports. Broken Hill City Council reports us 177/22 dated the 15th of August 2020 arrangements for the local art society exhibitions at the Broken Hill City Art Gallery. The recommendations, can someone move that the minutes before it be accepted?
I'll move the recommendations 1, 2 and 3.
You're not looking at 4, it says is at all, so
Yeah, I'll second that.
it's
Thank
moved. It's been moved by Councillor Jewett, seconded by Mayor Kennedy. Any questions? Any would you like to speak on the motion, Councillor Jewett?
I would, if you don't mind.
Certainly, Mayor Kennedy.
Mr. Chairman. Look, the William Art Society has been around a long time. It has produced all our major artists in town. It's one that we can all be proud of, and I'm proud to move this. Just reading through the report, it is tried to post a few negatives about this. Councillors, when we do, as the community representatives, we are the ones that decide what direction all levels of council take. That includes our art gallery. We are proud to work with community groups. Without those community groups and those volunteers, and I don't just mean the Williama Art Society, Broken Hill and Broken Hill Council would have a very hard time functioning. We have MOUs with other art groups. This is just another example where this council intends to grow where possible and include the community where possible. There's mention in there about the art policy of 2020. Well, I can say right now I intend to change the art policy of 2020 as well, so we can look forward to a new art policy very soon on top of that. So when we get these reports, it needs to be really understood that our council represents the whole of Broken Hill, and this is all the councillors, the mayor. We make the decisions, and I'm proud to make those decisions.
Thanks, Mayor Kennedy. Anyone would like to speak against the motion? Anyone against the recommendation? There's no one against the recommend. Anyone else like to speak?
Can I make comment, please, Mr. Chair?
Certainly can.
I'm a non-member of this committee, but I choose to make comment. I went to the Williama Art Society's winter exhibition opening a couple of Friday nights ago, and the group is extremely excited at the prospect of this MOU, and they're excited about what it means for their society and how they can attract the next generation of artists in this community to start painting. And they very, very proudly showed me all the names on the honour board. I mean, the Williama Art Society's honour board reads of the who of Australian art, which is an absolute credit for a organisation that was started in a regional mining city. And I'm myself looking forward to working with the Williama Art Society, and quite frankly, all art groups in this city deserve a place in it with our community assets. So I'm looking forward to seeing where this goes, and certainly looking forward to promoting our city's art and art history and art future.
Thanks for your comment, Councillor Boland. I'll put the recommendation to the vote. All those in favour? Councillor Mayor Kennedy, Councillor Jewett, Councillor Chandler, and Councillor Kennedy. Councillor Turley, and myself, Councillor Gallagher. Against? Declare it unanimous. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for that. I'll move on the second report, the Broken Hill City Council report 178/22, dated the 5th of August 2022. Request for the council to be appointed the Crown Lands Manager of Reserve 39037. Can someone that move the recommendation? Okay, moved by Mayor Kennedy. Can I have a seconder? Seconded by Councillor Turley. Would you like to speak to your recommendation, the motion?
Thank you, Councillor Gallagher. Yes, and I'm sure this is one that you'd be happy with. Look, when council takes over these things, there's there's a real chance that it becomes a liability for the community. The advantage of this particular takeover is the land at the back, which will open up for car parking, but there's also potential there. And there has been preliminary discussions with police about their potential there for a museum for the police, and maybe even at some stage with the RSL. So that could happen, and that would mean volunteers. So there'd be very little cost to the community, but the advantages we get from that would be very significant.
Thank you, Mayor Kennedy. Anyone against the motion? Those against, will put the motion to the vote. All those in favour: Councillor Turley, Mayor Kennedy, Councillor Jewett, Councillor Chandler, and Councillor Gallagher. Again, passed unanimously. Okay, I'll move on to Broken Hill City Council Report 179/22, dated the 5th of August 2022, the sale of council-owned land at 245 and to 247 Iodide Street, Broken Hill. So I'd like to move the recommendation. Someone move the recommendation?
I'll move that.
Okay, it's moved by Mayor Kennedy. Can I have a seconder? Councillor Chandler, would you like to speak, Mayor Kennedy?
Yeah, thank you, Councillor Gallagher. Look, council's made it quite clear that there is a housing shortage in Broken Hill, and anything we can do as a council to ensure that houses are built, the better it is for the community. I know at some stage council may look at these things and have to take a more leading hand, but at this stage, I think it's best that we put out anything we have out to the market and try and make sure that we get a lot of interest.
Well said, Mayor Kennedy. Anyone against? Councillor?
I just have a question,
Yes.
Mr. Chair. What was that land originally purchased for?
I'll just consult the General Manager. Mr. General Manager?
Thanks, Mr. Chair, through you. I believe it was originally purchased for artists in residence for the building there at one stage, but it was never continued on with, and they are two separate lots. So unusable land in their current setup, but if once amalgamated, would potentially be able to be used for residential use, and would be pushing forward. Obviously, we'd have no control in regards to the sale process, but trying to promote the use of medium to high density dwellings in that area to get as many people in there as we can.
Happy with the answer, Councillor? Okay, no problems. Just like to make sure everyone's well on the same page and everyone totally understands the meeting, what's going on. Okay, you want to speak against the recommendation or the motion? If not that, I'll put it to the vote. All those in favour: Councillor Turley, Mayor Kennedy, Councillor Jewett, Councillor Chandler, and Councillor Gallagher. Again, unanimous. We'll move on to Broken Hill City Report 180/22, dated the 23rd of June 2022. Development application for 323 Jones Street to change a use to home business cat rescue. Can I have a mover for that recommendation?
I'm happy to move.
Might
it.
have to go to you, Mayor
Yeah.
Kennedy, once again.
Yeah.
Can I have a seconder? Councillor Turley.
Yeah, just briefly, I think it's a good recommendation. I have seen it. I couldn't make the inspection today, but I think it's a win for the community, and hopefully one of the other councillors actually speak about the inspection, because unfortunately I couldn't make it, but I think this is a win for cats, but a win for the community.
Would anyone else like to speak for the motion? Yes, just quickly myself, I don't like to do this as a chair, but we're there today. Oh, Councillor Chandler.
Yeah, look, I live just down the road from this, and she's been boarding cats and mucking around with them. And there's no change of the community. I can't see any problem with it as well. I think it's a good idea. If it's helping the cats out and helping the funny people, that's great. Terrific.
Thank you, Councillor Chandler. I'll put the motion to the vote then. All those in favour: Councillor Turley, Mayor Kennedy, Councillor Jewett, Councillor Chandler, Councillor Gallagher, once again unanimous. That is the end of reports. Now we'll go into the confidential matters. Can I have someone move that we go into camera in relation? No, we don't have to do this one. I don't think we do.
Item 5.
Sorry, item 5. I'm slipping through this rather quickly. When these things stick together, it's a bit hard. Here we go. Broken Osira report /181/22 dated the 3rd of August 2022. Minutes of the Friends and Fauna of the Barrier Ranges Community Committee meeting held on the 12th of July 2022. Can someone move the recommendation? Councillor Turley, can I have a seconder? Councillor Jewett, would you like to speak on the report?
No, just minutes. And I think I would say that for all this is that I hope the committee is considering spring is coming. It'd be great to see an open day to promote the flora and fauna of the barrier ranges to all our community members, and encourage all the councillors to attend as well.
Thank you, Councillor Turley. Can I put that recommend all the minutes for the vote? All those in favour? Councillor Turley, Mayor Kennedy, Councillor Chandler and Councillor Jewett and Councillor Gallagher. Unanimous decision again. Thank you very much. We'll move into confidential matters. Call for a motion to move into closed session. Councillor Turley, Councillor Chandler. The meeting is in closed session in accordance with 10A2 of the Local Government Act 1993, whilst in confidential matter is considered. That's right. Can someone move that? It's been moved by Councillor Turley, seconded by Councillor Jewett. Can I have a vote to move? Gentlemen, ladies. Councillor Jewett, Councillor Chandler, Mayor Kennedy. All those in favour, thank you. That's no problems. It's all good. That's it. It's already good. We're back in open session. We're back at, I know, we're back at open session. I'll get the General Manager to read the recommendation in relation to the confidential matter.
Thanks, Mr. Chair. Confidential item 1, Broken Hill City Council Report number 182/22, acquisition of land assessment 41400. Council resolved 1, the Broken Hill City Council Report number 182/22 dated August 15, 2022 be received. 2, the council proceed with the transfer assessment 41400 21 Cummins Street into council's possession under section 570 of the Local Government Act 1993. The council write off outstanding rates on the property of $2,010.52 with an upper limit of $2,500 to allow for any additional interest and costs yet to be attributed and finalised. 4, the council delegate authority to the General Manager to sign documents required to complete the transfer. 5, the council pay conveyancing costs to complete the transfer. Thanks, Mr. Chair.
Thank you, Mr. GM. As there's no further business, I'll declare the Health and Building Committee meeting closed for this month. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.